Yeah, good.
Okay, perfect. So my name's Rahul. I'm from a company called the Luxe 360 booth. So we're a photo booth hire company, and we're also doing manufacturing now as well. Got a bit of exciting news to tell you guys as well this week with that. So next slide. So what we do different to other photo booth companies is we come up with conceptual ideas. So this is one of them. This is why I obviously wanted to check the review video, because it's easy to show you than describe it. So this is an idea I came up with called Drone 360, which we've got the trademark for. So it's basically a drone that flies off the table using AI technology. It's got guards on it so that if it hits a wall, it hits someone, it won't cause any damage. And basically, it's basically replaces 360 photo booths, which are kind of trending now. Can fit up to 10 people on it. This is really, I guess, what sets us apart from all the photo booth companies, because we focus on not just hire, but really we're giving you an event experience. So it's about the experience and the highlights on it. That's what we do a little bit different. So that's a bit really about, I guess, our value proposition. Some companies that we work with, so we can work with Groupon, these are just a few. University of Nottingham, all the names on there, basically Trenton Casino, Colin Hall, Callum Hall should be on there as well. But there's quite a few, couldn't fit them all on there, so I thought I'll just put a few on there. And that's our white selfie booth that we have a unit of as well. So we also do quite a wide range of photo booths, which I'll get to in the next slide. We were the Ashfield Council April Summit, Business of the Month, spoke there. We've also just been voted into 2025 National Wedding Industry Award and nominated for that. So we're going for that. So about us, I wanted to talk a little bit about the story, like how I got into photo booths as well. So basically, before I was in the photo booth industry, my background is I had a degree in travel and tourism management, went to university, did that, went to college, graduated, had my own travel business after working for a few companies for a few years. And then basically, after that, I decided that I wanted to get out of the travel sector. So my company, I had a business partner, I sold it all off to him. COVID hit and it wasn't very, very well with the travel business as well. And I started up a charity, so it's called Make Money, Stack Money, Entertainment Community Interest Company. So the aim of the company was to help underdeveloped areas and people in underdeveloped areas with getting better opportunities, basically to make money, as the kind of community interest company name said. So I was running that charity and I came across photo booths, and at the time I was like, what the hell is a 360 photo booth? I didn't actually know what one was. And I was trying to get onto an event, and one of the DJs had said to me, if you get us a 360 photo booth, yeah, I'll put your charity on and I'll give you a stall. He didn't want money, he just wanted me to get this 360 photo booth, which I found was quite an anomaly because there wasn't any in the area. The only place that did it was like Derbyshire, one company over there. So that's basically how I got into it. I ended up buying one because I think I went to hire one, it was something crazy like £600 for like 2 hours or something. This was a couple of years ago. And I was like, I might as well just go buy one from China. So that's what I did. I went and bought one from China. So basically that's how it started out. I ended up closing down the charity. I kind of just had one photo booth, so I had a 360 photo booth to begin with. Thus the name, Luxe 360 booths. What we called Luxe 360 to begin with. Obviously we've kind of changed the name to booths now, so we've got a few. And then basically what happened was that got me into the manufacturing side is that I had this Chinese booth for like 2-3 months. I went to a Legend pub in Nottingham, I don't know if anyone remembers it, but it's quite famous with the hockey kind of side of people if you're into hockey. And we plugged it in, and one of the wires had frayed a little bit in transport, just a little bit, and it just blew the whole electrics in the whole place. And then the whole machine went. The machine didn't even make a noise, it just went black, like it was just black. So I was like, why is the machine not working? And then I looked at it and I was like, oh, the wire's frayed, oh, that was blown. I didn't even know. So literally at this event, I was like, oh man, this sucks. Like I've only had this Chinese machine, which seems to be the industry standard, what everyone was buying at the time, for like 6 months, like I think it was 3 months probably. yeah, about 3 months, and it's blown up like so ruggedly made. So I had insurance at the time, but they were like, hey, we're going to send a private investigator to China to find out what's gone on. We're going to send out someone to investigate the unit. And by that time I was like, are the insurance going to pay out, or are they just kind of, you know, making me wait here? So I ended up just stripping down the whole thing, because I was like, I've got nothing to lose. At the end of the day, I took it into my garage, and I basically was just like, I'm going to strip it down. So I stripped this whole thing down. I probably did my missus' head in for 2 weeks, because I was literally reading every YouTube tutorial, every guide on photo booths you can get, joined every Facebook group, and I managed to strip it down. And I do still have that unit today, because what I did is I managed to work out what happened is, it's basically a cog that moves the arm, so it makes it rotate, and the 2 cogs that are connected. What happened is the motor had burnt out, basically when it had been plugged in, because the wire was frayed, so it just shot the whole unit. So I managed to fix the cog myself with a couple of screws I got from Screwfix, and then the actual motor I managed to buy one from America, but it only worked on 1 speed. So I was like, okay, I do need a new one. After I discovered that, the insurance said, hey, it's not your fault. This company that you actually bought it from China, we sent an investigator there, and he took photos. And they actually sent me the photos, and they said he's basically 13-year-old kids in the warehouse. So I was like, I had nothing to know about this, because when you go on the internet onto them, they were a gold supplier on Alibaba, and I'm not going to name who it is. And basically, they've got a factory, they've got pictures of a factory, they've got C certificates. They've got a warehouse, like I say, over I think 10,000 reviews. So I couldn't really have done much. And they were like, no, we totally get that. So they paid it out. I ended up buying my van with that, and obviously a replacement. Well, what I did is I used the money to get a replacement steel, and I built my own machine. So that's how I got into manufacturing the photo booths. And then as it came along from that, I've decided that, you know, normal photo booth that we get, you know, the big ones, you can think of rectangular ones. They're way too big to have in most places. So I looked at the selfie booths, I've developed them, slowly been developing different booths, and magic mirrors, photo booths, but with a unique edge on them. So that's basically the manufacturing side of it. The higher side, we've kind of grown because we focused on the experience rather than just thinking about it as higher. So the team, it was just myself to begin with. Now I've got a manager called Tiffany, so she manages all my staff. She's absolutely brilliant. I got an apprentice on through Ashfield Council. They were really supportive. I got a grant with them. We bought a printer for our selfie booth machines as well. Max, also from videography background, so he's absolutely brilliant because he's managed to help me a lot with the business. He can also go out on jobs on his own. And what I will be announcing as well is we're opening up a second business now called Booth Station, which I'll get into, and Jenny Louisa is running that as well, so she's now been taken on full time as well. So that's basically the team.
Well done.
These are the machines we offer, because I know I didn't go into it. So we do 360 video booths, also known as 360 photo booths, and I had this once by someone, and I did think it was a good point. Someone came on the website and said, why is it called a 360 photo booth? It don't take a photo. And I think it is just the conceptual original name, because I'm not the inventor of 360 photo booth. But the person who invented it originally obviously called it that, but we name it on our website as a video booth, because that is what it does, it takes a 360 video. We have our selfie booths as well, so we have a white and a black selfie booth. We have Drone 360, which also takes glam flight as well, so in that video you probably saw it kind of going in and taking photos of people. It's a high frame rate Hollywood style video. And we have a drinks wall and audio and video guest book. The video guest book is something new that we've took on, so we've only just launched it, trademarked still going through, but basically what it is you pick up a phone, it will say, hey, welcome to someone's wedding, and then basically it's also recording you and it records the audio. So it's really nostalgic, because if you're getting married or you've got a birthday, you know, and you've got relatives there, you've got all those memories there, and it records them, and you've got the video and the audio. So that's kind of all the ones we have for now. We are in the process of developing a magic mirror as well. So the goals and the target, so since we started we've done 76k turnover. The aim is for next year that we've been set by the council so we can go for our next grant is to try and get 100k turnover. I will say that's turnover, otherwise I won't be here. So we have staff costs and manufacturing costs, so there's a lot of insurance costs. So the expansion, I said I had some news for you. this is our Hong Kong unit that we bought that has all of our 360 photo booths in. We've paused the whole company booth station, so Jenny is running that. It's been 2 years of work to put into that. We've decided to call it booth station because it's going to be a central manufacturing hub over in Hong Kong, which Jenny's going to run. And basically from that, obviously, it's years of our work, so all of the higher 100,000 satisfied clients, and it's a brand new unit which we've just basically purchased a couple of weeks ago now, so and the paperwork's just gone through, so booth station will have its own website, and also we're going to separate that from the brand, so that's the logo kind of developed, and that's our Hong Kong unit there.
I can see you flying to Hong Kong in your own jet stream.
I don't know about that.
Don't forget about us back.
Yeah, so we do a bit for the community as well. Community means a lot to us as a company because we're an event experience company. We have a company pledge, and basically we do a couple of free things a year. So one of them is Primetime Dance Academy. They help my daughter massively with her confidence. Because basically my little daughter, she had like a few confidence issues and they were amazing with them. Funnily enough, I knew the owner before I joined it because she actually hired for me for a graduation, 360 photo booth. So they've basically been struggling as a business, they're in the point of closing, they're not getting any community funding, so we're helping them out, so we're doing a community event for them. It's actually this Sunday. We also do stuff for Little and Grown. They're a family experience to keep kids off the street, so we'll give our photo booth for our photography, and Matt the apprentice will go down and take videos for free. And another one that's really close to my heart is shifting your mindset. So it's for Black and Asian minorities, but also just open to everyone. They have a food bank and a hub, and they also focus on men's domestic violence and men's separation and giving them men safe haven as well. So they're based in Hyson Green, but we go down there quite a lot. We make a lot of donations to them, and also we're going to be doing a kind set donation as well, which is like giving our photo booth there every Monday just to boost community spirit. So those are the kind of things we do within the community. And yeah, that's really it, for it all. That's the 360 photo booth there, with someone from a wedding. And yeah, I'm open to any questions anyone has. I've been for 15 minutes, but yeah.
How many years ago was it you bought that one in China then? How long is this journey from there to?
2 years, yeah. 2 years, yeah.
2 years.
It's only a few weeks ago.
You were gonna say.
It's only a few weeks ago we got the Hong Kong deal.
I know, I meant, sorry, when you started. You know,
Oh,
you
when I
said
started
you
the whole
bought that
business.
one from China that blew up. Yeah.
Oh, the
How
one that
long-
blew up. Yes, 2 years ago. Yeah.
That was 2 years.
It's 2 years ago. I think from my best memory, I think it was 2 years ago. It's been a while, and that unit it really didn't last long. And I spoke to a lot of photo booth companies. We've got a really good relationship within the photo booth sector, and a lot of them sell like the build quality on the Hong Kong Chinese models. Expect a year if you get the best out of the photo booth. That's it. Because they're just bulk produced and they use the cheapest products. If there's any the after sales is 0 to none. There's in no interest of them to send you a $2 screw because the machine's $2,000, so they don't make any money on it. The shipping is more than selling a screw. So yeah, hope that answers the question.
So Rahul, would you agree with me that, because I'm a great believer in the fact that you learn more thoroughly out of disaster and a baptism of fire?
Yeah, definitely, because I think I would have been probably lazy and I would have just kept buying Chinese units forever if that one hadn't had what it had to me. It wasn't really our fault because we do check the cables in transit, but obviously it was just a frame inside the black cable and it was very small, it was only like that, so unless you've really examined it like that, you wouldn't have seen it. But yeah, definitely, I think everything happens for a reason, and hard work pays off, and we've been putting in a lot of hard work. All of the team, not just myself as well, Matt especially, the apprentices and a lot. So yeah, definitely say that, yeah.
Now, I think that you found yourself a niche that is always going to be successful, especially in the getting into the hospitality and the wedding industry and the party industry. it doesn't matter what happens. I think people are always going, you know, people are always going to get married. They're always going to have celebrations. They're always going to have parties. It doesn't matter whether you have pandemics, wars, or anything.
Yeah.
They're always going to have a party, and they always want to record it. And artificial intelligence, as it is now, can help companies like you along, and it's just going to grow and grow. And I can see you being finished up as quite a wealthy man.
Hopefully, that's the plan.
What's to say?
Got
Don't
to
forget
sell
us
it to
along
what
the
you-
way.
Yeah.
And you're a valuable member of this group.
That's absolutely fine. Yeah.
Can I just ask about your products? I think this is probably my naivety. I know what a standard photo booth is. In my head, that's where you go in with your mates,
Yeah.
and then you have a picture and it comes out in a Polaroid or printed.
Yeah.
So if I hired a 360 photo booth,
Video booth, yeah.
yeah, as a consumer, am I going to get linked to it on my phone to watch the video? How do I
Do you want me
get
to
the
show you one?
product?
Do you want me to show
Yes,
what it looks
please.
like? Better me speaking than me, I can show you.
So I don't know what am I going to get with my little
Yeah.
helmet on.
Yeah. Well,
I'm
those
saying you're to
those are just
put
toy
it
pops.
I'm going to
Because
replace
it's-
that
yeah.
on a photo, but as a video. And do you get your video there and then?
Yeah, so you get it instantly. I'm just going to log on to our portal now.
It's just good to know. Then if I meet someone, I'll be able to explain it better.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, yeah. I'll run through it.
we've got this video and it
goes
round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of them that's up there that
Why is
goes
it
round
round?
your photo taken.
So this is a recent one for one I just did last week. So this is the video that you get. Just make that big screen.
Hey,
So,
that's me.
They asked for the flyer before. That's the 360 video. So this is shot on an iPhone. It's not a DSLR. Depending on what the customer's budget is, we'll shoot on a different camera. And basically, that's the kind of quality video we'll get. So it's got a boomerang effect on it. The design your consumer will pick. They pick that design. Has our watermark on the end because it's our, it's our company. So that's basically what they get. To answer your question, yes, they do get it straight away. They can airdrop it, WhatsApp, text, SMS, email. We did have Instagram. Instagram don't work with our software company anymore. So yeah, basically it's instant sharing. It's, I think the sharing time was 1 minute 30 last time I talked to get from the video to the phone. From our sharing station to our phone. So what happens is, someone will come on the photo booth, they'll take the video like that, we'll say to them, hey, go and see my, after they've been on, we'll say, just place all the box back, and obviously we'll say to them, go and see the sharing attendant, and there's a normally sharing unit, if one of my staff are on, either Tiffany or Matt, and basically they'll get them the videos, and it's just basically a tablet that obviously sends it over. So they get it all instantly, but also as well, we send them an album with all the videos on as well. So just like this, they'll get a link that's GDPR secure, and basically it will open up, and I should say as well, every time they share it, GDPR secure, so every time a guest gets a photo, that's their own links. As you can see, it's changing at the top. So go to the next one, and change at the top. So there you go, so you can see that changed, that's 4. That's 2. So basically, every single link for every guest is GDPR secure. Only the hirer gets the entirety of all the videos. So that's how.
With regards to this, with regards to somebody having one of these, copyright-wise, is that theirs or is that yours, and they have to pay each time they want to use it, or?
Do you mean for the video?
Yeah.
The videos are theirs for the entirety once they've got the link. I think they stay on our server for something like a year.
So they obviously, if they want to keep them more long term, they're going to have to download them and say.
Yeah, there's a download all button at the top of the link. So these are the selfie booths that we do as well. So they do the prints as well. So that's the white one that I made. So it's different to your standard selfie booth because the screen there, underneath the kind of circular light, that can actually play videos and memories. So I put a computer into that. And obviously the ring light at the top takes photos as well, and I can show you the quality of those as well. Sorry, there's a couple of test ones on there because we've been loading today for events this weekend, so I've given all the staff theirs. But yeah, these are some of the photos from the selfie booth, so these are the kind of quality. Props as well, so we offer all the latest props as well. So those are the kind of ones, and the design here, so all this entirety of the design, like that, you know, all the layout, that's all designed by us. The customer, when they book, go on, they get a one form because we automate everything. Because when we started out, we were doing the same as every other company. Hey, what design do you want? Hey, what time is the hire? And it's annoying for the customer, so we automated everything. One form, ask them all the information we need. They don't hear from us again until they need to speak to them on the day. They go onto a gallery and basically they can pick what design they want. So that's how it works basically in terms of that. That's our design gallery there. So yeah, we've got quite a few basically different options. All of the kind of events we do go onto one server. This is all GDPR and it's held by PhotoShare as well. But yeah, hopefully that answers everyone's questions.
It looks like you're miles in front of everybody else.
Yeah, I mean, we're trying to come out of the latest technology because we're focusing on it's the experience, and that's what it is for us. So, like you probably saw in one of the videos at the end, it says, you know, unforgettable memories and the experience. That's what it's about for us, really. It's not just a hire, which is what other companies are focusing on. And I think, like you said, quite rightly, it's the nostalgia because after COVID, we found like people do want they do want to make those memories, and definitely like that. And the thing we've done with our units as well is they all get sanitised, cleaned when they come back to obviously my garage, which is where they all get stored right now. And we are going to obviously start moving everything and slowly shifting it over to Hong Kong, but the higher units will obviously have to stay here. But yeah, we've got pretty much everything sanitised, everything's clean, and we've built everything. So God forbid there ever was a local lockdown, they can be dropped in vogue as well. So like in most of the higher terms, obviously there's like a damage contracting clause and everything. Yeah.
So you're manufacturing in Hong Kong because it's cheaper?
So to go with the manufacturing, was manufacturing everything here. I was doing it all by hand in my garage, and I was driving to a welder, driving to an electrician, doing it that way. Different people have better network as well, like electricians. What I found is that it's not really as time effective as it can be. It's taking me away from a lot of other parts of the business that some of my other staff that they're not experienced in. So we've made the decision as of late to go straight to Hong Kong manufacture because no one in the UK can make 100% of photo booth anyway. There's not one manufacturer I know that can say and put their name on it, and I know a lot of them I go to all the experience networking, that every single component of a unit comes from the UK. It's impossible. And the reason for that is because a lot of the chipsets, such as in Drone 360, the technology that obviously runs that, and I'll show you that, is obviously that technology. It's only available in obviously Hong Kong, so that's basically where it is. The chipset, sorry, I should say, is only available there. So that's kind of why.
So,
So yeah.
with your Hong Kong place now,
Yeah.
are you looking to venture into other countries in the next few years? Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years with that?
We're going to stick to Hong Kong because it's like the central hub for everything. I think a lot of technology. Even since we opened up Booth Station, we've never done LinkedIn, but I've been told on loads of courses because I've been going on loads of courses as of yet. Anything the council can offer me to improve my learning and continue my professional development, I've been doing. And they said LinkedIn's a massive thing. We put Booth Station on LinkedIn, I think, 2 days ago. Already had like 15 CEOs contacting me about buying a photo booth. So I think, and it's because we're honest, Booth Station based in Hong Kong, it's run by myself who's in the UK. And I think that it's just got that reputation for as a business hub. It's where everything's manufactured. Where our unit is, I think I'll tell you this funnily enough, there's a Samsung clone unit right near it. So basically, it's a hub where they make Samsung replica phones over in Hong Kong. And basically, you know, there's pretty much everything there. Samsung are there, you've got Apple making most of the technology in China now, so I think it's the way forward, and for us, it's more of a better option for us to work there, because a lot of the parts that we get from our machines, they're coming from Hong Kong and China anyway, so it stops the delay in our 7-day build process, because we have to wait on something like the ring light or the component, and there's as competent welders there really as well. It's just finding the right people. But Jenny is very experienced in it. She's been in the manufacturing and factory side of things in photo booths for like 10 to 15 years. She's worked for another supplier over there who makes photo booths, but they don't make bespoke, because all our units are bespoke units. So yeah, I think probably after Hong Kong it was the US, I think, is where we're looking at. But US is going to take a little bit more time because there's a lot more money there involved. So yeah.
So is your product that you produce in Hong Kong, can you ship that around the world?
Yeah, so we've got to deal with DHL, so we'll ship it around the world in 3 days. And it's guaranteed insured. The general turnaround for when we were building in the UK was like 2 weeks, because I was having to do everything. Like, so I would build it, but I'm not an electrician, I'm not a welder, so I'd take it to a welder, another 3 days. They're busy, might be 4 or 5 days, and I was taking it to an electrician who's got to do pat testing, and you know, it'd be out. And some companies are selling the photo booths, they're not even doing the pat testing on it because there's no legal requirement, which I didn't actually know. Yeah, there's no requirement to do pat testing, so they're selling a lot of photo booths without it.
Pat testing still isn't, it still isn't a legal requirement, it is a recommendation.
Yeah, that's
It's
right.
not a legal requirement, it's just that insurance companies frown on it if you're not pat tested.
Yeah.
And you can actually set your own retest time. I mean, on my disco equipment, I set 2 years,
Yeah.
and but it still isn't a legal requirement.
Shocking, isn't it?
And there is no such thing as a legal pat test certificate.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, it's correct. Yeah, we do ours every year just to be safe. Of some for the higher equipment with the customers, we do them a year, and obviously it's on them to do before we're moving that. But yeah, all our insurance providers to be pat tested. So yeah, everything from even that charger over here, like you can say, that's got a pat test certificate on it, because even that we use for business. So everything's pat tested on our unit, our wires, our cables, everything, absolutely everything.
Yeah. It's been like that for years and years and years, and even with the advent of the IE 18 regulations, it's still not mentioned in it at all.
Yeah.
And so all you need is an actual pat test stamp and an asset list, and that's it.
Yeah.
Can I ask where to get most of your business from?
Yeah, probably a lot of it's word of mouth, and then generally it's just been since the start. I was working with a lot of clubs, which was really weird because it was work I didn't want to probably do. I'll be admitting to it, dealing with young people sometimes isn't my thing. So we used to start off, we were doing a lot of club work, so we were working with like Ghost, we were working with like Icon in town, you know, nightclubs, and that's primarily where it came from, because as crazy as it is, when you're in a night out, you might have had a drink but you remember, oh, I was on this photo booth, oh yeah, I just found a card, oh okay, I took a business card off him. So we started off with just like the word of mouth, but apart from that, the other ways we're getting the business is regular networking, so we're in quite a lot of networking like this one. We're doing the community events as well, and then the other thing is we're probably on every single directory there is, from Hitch to everything really. And apart from that as well, we're growing the relationship with venues as well. Like, we've got a lot of relationships with venues, so we're on the process of becoming a lot of preferred suppliers with venues. That gets us regular work. We work at agencies. So yeah, just pretty much every avenue. Even some celebrants like yourself, so you know, they'll recommend us. Everything we can think of, we're pretty much trying to get out there and do. And that's how we're getting the leads really as well. We do a little bit of ads as well. So we have got an ad manager. He wasn't in the slide because he don't work for us full time. It could be fair to come in there and misrepresentation and such. He's basically freelance, works for a company called Internet Marketing Platinum. So we do ads as well. We run Facebook ads and Instagram ads. Eventually when we get the budget, we'll do Google as well.
So just following on from that, what would you say was your
Ideal clients probably corporate clients to be fair with, especially because we're trying to push during 360 now for marketing. So I'd say for the B2C side, definitely the higher side, it's definitely corporate. Probably some general weddings as well. Like we do specialise in like the wedding side as well. But that being said, if someone can understand that we're obviously an experience provider and they're within that category or that market to pay the demographics of what our experiences are, we don't have a problem with working with them. But it's when people, trying to barter you down over price, that's where we're not like that, because our photo booths, Bill, like we're doing market research all the time. Like I went to a wedding fair on Sunday last week because I wanted to see what my competitors are doing, what they're providing. And when I actually looked at them, and I even sent one to my mum, who she knows the basics about photo booths because I do it, but she doesn't know that much, she said to me their booths are crap. She was like, that booth that they had is crap compared to what you do, because it was just like probably a box like this, probably like that big, about that big, and then it just had a camera on the top. And she said, you've got a unit that plays videos, has a glass unit, it's 3/4, plays music, and you've got 40-inch ring light on top. So I'm always basically checking out the market, checking out what my competitors are doing, keeping an eye on it. And you know what, I shouldn't use the word competitors because they're not really. In the photo booth sector, most of the people in the Midlands, even going past it, I know them. So yeah, there's only a couple of companies.
I think that's a very good way of looking at it. I mean, with Dawn, with artisan soaps and what have you, we don't view other manufacturers, artisan manufacturers, as competitors, because the market is massive.
Yeah.
And like your market, it must be massive.
Yeah.
So the best way to view them is as colleagues, not competitors.
That's it, yeah. And you know what? That's funny enough because we've started our own YouTube channel, because with the buying side, I've had like a couple of women who've bought photo booths off me. Some are teachers, and they're doing it on the side as a side business because I want to pay off the mortgage early. And they've come back to me and said, oh, I want to learn this or that. So I made a YouTube channel because I was spending my time sending them these tutorials, and then I thought I should just put this on YouTube because it's going to help someone else.
Yeah.
And I can send them that as a tutorial for other customers. So I did that, and then obviously I started a YouTube channel, and now what I've started doing is getting all the photo booths on, because I saw there was a gap in the market. There was no one in the UK sector who was talking about photo booths or getting other companies on or giving help. So I've made a channel, and I actually, funnily enough, had a gentleman on. He's doing very well at photography and videography. He's called Ryan Hall, and he said the exact same thing to you. He said, I shouldn't even use that word competitor. He actually told me off for it on a podcast. If you want to see that, you can see it on my YouTube. He told me off for it, and he said it's not a competitor, they're just another business, and it's true. A lot of the other photo booth companies, and I'll say the reputable companies, they send me work. I've had one today. Can you do a job in 2025? Can you do a job in 2024? Can you give me some advice on the photo booth? And I'll say I'm very lucky in that way that it's not a photo industry. And don't get me wrong, I'm sure you guys get it as well. You probably have someone start on Facebook who's doing them on the side and doing it for like £5. But their quality and their experience and their service compared to yours won't be the same, which is the same for us. And they might not have that pat testing or insurance. It's going to be a booth from China where the experience isn't the same. Ours are bespoke machines. Even when it goes to Hong Kong, it's not going to become a Hong Kong generic machine. They're bespoke. We've got the steel deal there. We've got the CE certificates over there. And it'll still remain bespoke. It's actually going to speed up our production time. We're making a photo booth and sending it now out within 7 to 14 days, and that's us really struggling. That's me driving to the electrician and probably banging on the door. Where's the booth now? And where's it at now? And me chasing them down. But when we're in Hong Kong, it's going to be 7 to 10 days. If that, more likely to be 7. That's how fast the speed is. And we've done a few orders lately straight from Hong Kong to test, and it's got them within 5-6 days. So it's been very, very fast. It's actually been faster than when we manufacture in the UK. And that's because of the fact that in Hong Kong, they're just working, and the hours are that long. They can work from like 9 till 9, and you can have a unit open that long. And that's the standard to the people there as well. So,
Do you find export attitudes wrong?
You know what? It's funny you say that, because another person was saying that to me recently. I can't remember who it was, so apologies to him. But someone said to me, do you have export problems and that? I never have. I've never had a problem with the export attitudes. Sorry, I don't. What I will say is, I think some people have a perception of China and Hong Kong. They think when I buy something from there, it's going to be cheap and it's going to be crap.
Okay.
No,
Okay,
not.
come in.
Yeah, but
Okay, it's not then.
Okay.
yeah.
So if somebody wanted to buy your photo booth, what sort of prices?
You can have wishes,
Are
but
they just,
New one,
are they,
something
are all
for
bespoke
wives.
to all different
Oh,
prices?
Yeah. So basically, the higher side, prices start from £200 to hire a booth for 2 hours. That's what our prices are, and that's fully insured. We've got the full insurance. For the buy side, really depends what bespoke booth you want, but our cheapest bespoke booths are £1,000. So that's for probably a very small 1 to 2 fitting 360 video booth or photo booth, that's where they start. And we offer for both the higher side and the buying side clear pay finance up to £1,000. For the higher side, we do a deposit scheme as well, so we will take a deposit off them, and obviously we can pay 48 hours before, or they can do clear pay. But yeah, the manufacturing side, we've kept it competitive but profitable. So we try and be fair with people because we know from when someone's buying a photo booth, they're buying everything to do for business. So yeah, and that's the other thing with going direct to Hong Kong we can do now. But yeah, sorry to answer your question. Not had export issues, just people's perception of China or Hong Kong. That's it really. That's the only thing we've faced. And when I've looked at other competitors, what they've done is they just don't even mention it. They don't say where the booth's coming from. They don't say where anything about it is. So it's on a photo booth. It's not even in their FAQs where it's manufactured.
If they think it's sketchy, everybody else is going to think it's sketchy. If you're upfront and honest, you'll be like, right, okay.
Yeah, and that's what we've done. We even the Luxe manufacturing site now, we've just changed it and we've said like everything's manufactured now in Hong Kong. We've changed all the terms, we've changed everything. And when someone rings me, I'm honest and transparent to them. I'll say, just to let you know, like we don't make them in the UK anymore. Now it's going to start being produced abroad. And most of the time, no one's bothered because I'll say to them, I know the quality. I've been there. You can check out our reviews, and we've got really good reviews.
Well, James Dyson did the same, didn't he?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, don't know the full story, but yeah. You
You
can say so.
know, and when you actually get down to brass tacks,
Yeah.
iPhones are made in China.
They are, yeah.
Designed in California, made in China, and there's everything. I mean, some of my disco speakers,
China.
well, I forget what they are now, but designed in the States,
Yeah.
made in China. They're just made in batches of 8.
Yeah.
And they're some, well, for their size, the best PA speakers in the world. And mine were made in 2009, and they were $2,000 each. But the point is, they're actually manufactured in China, designed in the States, manufactured in China. And to actually see them perform, you can drive them up to 600 watts and stand a pencil on the end of them.
Yeah.
And they're just, there's absolutely no vibration whatsoever. The quality is staggering, but they're made in China.
But it's made to your spec, isn't it?
Oh yeah,
Your
so
design.
designed in UK, manufactured,
Yeah.
and fulfillment done in Hong Kong.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, simple as. I mean, like we've got the magic mirror. I'll try and say, I'm working on a magic mirror now. I'm in the design process, and it's going to be probably produced in Hong Kong, in the next few weeks. So.
I need a magic mirror.
Is it brown?
Mirror, mirror on the wall.
Yeah, yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah. Fine,
So what?
That's it. So this is the idea I've come up with. So this is the mirror. The touchscreen. That's going to be aluminium. Now, the only thing I had to get rid of is the two parts at the top. They're not Mickey Mouse ears. My mum said that to me when I sent her the idea. She said they look like Mickey Mouse ears. They're actually ear vents, but I'm going to change those. So obviously it's on hold right now because you can probably see at the top it says it's in a CAD design. So basically, I wanted to make a magic mirror, which is why I hadn't bought one, even though I've had so many requests, and it will be the next thing we bring out, and we will put into a company for hire. I wanted something different. I just don't want the same magic mirror. I think they're boring now, they're chunky, they're still manufactured like that. Although my mum says she has seen some in China that are probably like that, they're quite slim. But I just don't like them, even the Chinese ones. The camera quality, the video quality, for me it's not good. So I'm in the process of making this one. This is the design and concept I thought of. I've got to change that top part now, I think of a different way for basically the mirror to extract the heat out, because they're basically air vents, but I've had some feedback that look like Mickey Mouse here, so.
What's the magic mirror?
So the magic mirror is the same as a selfie view. So in the way that you go to it, you would stand in front of it, let's say the magic mirror is there, obviously you'll pose, you take your photo, it gives you 5 seconds. It's exactly the same as a selfie machine, because that selfie machines do that. You get the same, that's that print I showed you guys earlier, so you get the same print, but it's just a mirror, so it's just a 6-foot unit with the glass, so all of that area there would be glass, and it would say like 5, 4, 3, and you'd have whatever design you wanted in there.
Is that like projectors or something from the back or something?
The design?
Yeah.
It will have a computer in it that will be playing the design. Our selfie views use VLC media player, so they all play through VLC. But it's a computer that's within it that obviously projects that, and then where the circular part is, at the top here, you can see there's a little circle at the top, just under the Mickey Mouse here, that's quite nice. So that circle is where your DSLR camera will be behind, or in our selfie views, we use GoPro. And basically that's where the camera is. So the camera is connected wide around the back, and yeah, pretty much that's how they work. But that's the design I wanted to come with something new, and it's going to be really lightweight as well, because what I'm thinking about is for the higher side operatives being able to get into the car, because a lot of my staff don't have a van. They don't have a van like myself, so it's that as well. And I think as well for the buying side as well, because I have a lot of women that will buy the photo booths from me, and they're not strong enough to lift, so a common question I get asked is, how heavy is it? So that's only 30 kg, so, including in the flight case.
So how much is a 360 booth to hire?
To hire, the prices start at £240 for 2 hours. So, yeah.
Do they, what makes them go up? Time or distance away, or?
It's £240 if it's within Nottingham Derby. We aren't that much more if obviously like there's the UK, because we've got a lot of contracts. Like we're working with a big discount and rent company now, and we do the whole UK for them. So we've been in Stockport, we've been all the way up to Liverpool. It's the time, because obviously like the longer we're there, the longer we're paying staff, longer setup, because a 2-hour hire is essentially 4 hours of work, but it's an hour setup, an hour dismantling, and also it's getting the lighting right as well.
A lot of people don't see that, do they?
No, they don't. So yeah.
You know, it's like disco road shows. You know, you do a 4-hour gig, and it's 10 hours work.
Yeah.
It's the same with photography. I
Yeah.
think set up in
Yeah.
a studio for an hour and a
People
half.
don't see that side of it.
No.
They just see
For a 30
what
minute
they
shoot
want,
to then
not
bring
the
it back
before and
down.
after.
Yeah.
It's like being a celebrant. I go see the family for an hour, and then I
Yeah.
do a service for half an hour, and then she's got to pay £220 for like an hour and a half work. It's like, well, hang on, what about the 20 hours of writing and to and froing that we've been doing? But so when are you going on The Apprentice? I think you should go.
Nah, I don't. You know what? I think Ashfield cars are good.
You stay loyal.
Yeah,
Ashfield.
I'm going to stay loyal to Ashfield. No, I appreciate them. They've done a lot. Because they had this, I was really lucky because they just bought out, obviously, when I applied, when I was in the process of developing the company, their enterprise and Ashfield scheme. And obviously that's the help businesses, so there was like a £1,000 grant, then there's a bigger grant, but the bigger grant, you've really got to jump through like Excel sheets, everything, and be on the ball with it. And we got the £1,000 grant, we got the printer, they've obviously supported me by putting me on, I think we're on their Facebook somewhere, and obviously they're doing a lot of courses as well, so it's been brilliant. And you know what, I'm lucky in that way, because some people don't have that experience. Like, I met a woman who had a cafe, and she was a lovely woman, and she had a cafe in Leicester, in Spinney Hill Park, And I went there and had breakfast one day after we did a hire up there, and it was the best breakfast I've ever eaten in my life, honestly was. And then she turned around to me and says, the cafe's not doing very well, we only get £60 a day in footfall, so we can't keep it open. And I says, isn't there like any business management thing? And she's like, no, there's nothing. And I went on and looked for her because I was trying to help her out, and there was nothing, there was absolutely no business support in Leicestershire where she was. And I think like 2 weeks later she closed, so I was gutted. But, so yeah, you know, I guess in that way, being in Ashfield and the good area it is, you know, I've been kind of lucky in that way. Yeah.
Have you thought about reaching out to like posh schools for proms and stuff?
We've thought about it, and we've tried to do it, but we didn't have any brochure, and it was like you kind of cold email them.
Yeah.
So what we're thinking about doing is someone mentioned to me on like a couple of courses I went on, because that's a good thing with courses sometimes, is like it is a bit networking in a way, because it's like I went on a course with, I think it was at Risen College, and the welder that I met another networking group, and they're a big networking company, they're called ABS, they're based in like Kirkby. They were there, and they were just like, I was like, what are you guys doing here, like a marketing course? And you know, it was because at the end of it, I found out they were in the same situation as me, they're just trying to scale and expand, and they didn't know a little bit about marketing, and they wanted to get the experience. So I think what we're looking at, what we've had the feedback is getting onto the school governing board, and then doing it that way, because when we're contacted like a few schools, we've done it at the wrong time, and because like obviously I don't have that experience in schools or education, I don't know when their proms are.
Schools are hard to find.
Yeah, and
Because of the laws.
is it? Oh wow. Yeah.
Some of the laws, like say the DBS checks.
Yeah.
It's just an idea, because like my niece is doing a prom this year, and she's talking about it already. It's like,
I've been prom dress shopping. She went back to school today.
yeah,
We were shopping for a prom dress last week,
Yeah.
for probably July.
Yeah, mine's the same. And I just thought that's like, you know, because parents pay hundreds and hundreds, don't they? You know,
Being there, and
Yes.
Yeah.
It's such a good thing. I'm so institutionalised, I don't know anything.
Did you do what I did? Took Stephanie out for a prom dress. We was in York, weren't we? And she put this dress on, and I sat there and cried. She said, Mum, stop crying. Stop it, Mum. You're embarrassing me.
You know, the whole Victoria prom dress in South Africa. But, I mean, I would think you just have to put your thinking cap on for to creep into different venues. I mean, one of the markets, if you can get in and exploit things like football clubs, they've got plenty.
It's part of the hospitality package.
This is the thing. There's so many things, and that's why
It's just getting in, isn't it?
it's getting in, and it's having the time to do it. And when we're making a booth in England and we're manufacturing there, I'm just not getting that time to do these things, because I'm there chasing an electrician and trying to get it to customers as soon as we can. So that's why kind of the process of going to Hong Kong and manufacturing now has been a really big thing, because it can automate my time if we're able to do these kind of things. And it's something we're looking at doing. Even getting on Pinterest, you know, so I went on one course and they said to me, should be on Pinterest, because when someone taps in wedding wish list, photo review, wedding inspiration, I've never thought of
I've
that.
got photos of my wedding.
So,
I think overall it's sad because obviously, Rahul, your business is very fast moving, it's expanding, and regretfully, British Trades and Skills is too slow to keep up with you.
yeah.
And it's really sad because it's bad for the UK economy at the end of the day. But you know, so you finally sit back and think, what's wrong with this country? We have the know-how, but we have to take it abroad to actually bring it about.
Yeah. And I think some of that has to do with cost of living crisis as well. You know, some welders we spoke to enjoying this because we were trying our best to keep it in England. They just wanted too much, and you know, some of them actually wouldn't roll out of bed for X amount. And you know, when you got that attitude, I think it's bad.
Welders are a dying trade anyway. My dad's just retired as a welder.
Yeah.
And in his company they haven't had an apprentice for the last 3 years.
That's right, yeah,
Just
yeah.
because there's just nobody. Joinery's
I think it
quite
depends,
similar, but welding's definitely a dying trade.
Yeah.
Get flash cams on the telly in the movie. They all want to do it then, wouldn't they?
You mentioned ice hockey right at the beginning.
Yeah.
I'm a big ice hockey fan. Have you gone to the Panthers or anything?
No, it was just because obviously we used to do a legend pub obviously near the ice stadium, and I know that was massive, and at one point they did a party there because the legend pub, before she sold it, that woman, the owner, she used to hire us all the time. She'd hire us like every month. But she loved the 360 view. She said it was like the best thing. Just generally on all our photo views and experiences, we always get good feedback from customers. Wow, that's better than what I thought. But with that one, we actually had the Nottingham, I don't know, is it Nottingham Panthers?
Yeah.
I'm not a hockey fan here, but we had them because she had a very good relationship with them, because I think they were like the official pub or something. They did sponsoring for them. We had all the players on there. So if you actually scroll back to our Instagram, I think 2021, we've got loads of 360s with ice hockey players on from the Nottingham Panthers. So we've had them on. But we've had a few celebrities on, to be fair. We've had
Yeah,
a
with
couple.
the ice arena, because all the gigs and all that, I mean, obviously.
Yeah.
I have a contact that might be able to get you into Luxe County.
Oh, brilliant. Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
I'll send you I'll try to dig out some military contacts because there's cost of living, but not in the army they're in.
I was about to say, I've seen some 360 companies doing it like RAF bases and stuff.
For like the best balls, it's like a big deal, it's
Yeah,
like a gala dinner.
Yeah.
So they always have a photographer, but it's normally just a photographer and you stand next to your partner and you're like,
Yeah.
but something like that would be amazing. So if I can find any emails or friends of friends, I'll put them
Yeah.
over, and then if you want to email them and let them know what you do, because Christmas ball